Happy month of October, Gemini. Happy month of October. This is your Astro Tarot reading for the month of October. And wow. So the Mercury retrograde, your ruler, ends on the 2nd. And you've had some chance to really do some deep thinking, some deep meditation, because Mercury is your ruler. And, you've had a lot of chance to sort of figure out some things, and especially in terms of your home situation with your family situation, because once the Mercury retrograde ended, it started in the sign of Libra, and then it ended in the sign of Virgo. Okay, and that is a square. So it was squaring you, maybe causing you a little irritation regarding your home situation or the people that you live with. But there's going to be another retrograde coming your way, and that's going to be on the 30th, when Mars, the planet of action and energy and activities, goes retrograde, because Mars right now is in your sun sign. And it's going to be there until March 2023. Oh my God, what does that mean? That means that you're going to be busier than busy. You are going to be very active, or you're going to want to take off and start doing some things. So you got to be really careful, because Mars is a very decisive planet. It is a planet of action. And you may feel as though you cannot sit still and that you need to get up and do something, but you have to make sure that you're thinking, wisely and making good decisions for yourself, because you can be a little, move too quickly and not think about things before you do them. So what happens when Mars is in your sun sign? Well, first of all, you can be fired up to do something, fired up to communicate. You have to be really careful how you interact with others, because, Mars is a very aggressive, assertive planet, and you may feel a little touchy about your relationships with people, or how people are speaking to you. So you have to be very mindful of how you communicate with others. Also, I want to say to you, don't move so quick. I know it may be a little problem me saying this, but you are going to move quickly, and you can just make a few mistakes. So just be very careful what you do, especially when driving and, doing things that require a lot of thought. So, slow down a little bit and embrace all this wonderful energy that is coming your way. One thing, you have to avoid being so sensitive, because people can definitely get under your skin with that Mars there. So if you are aware of relationships that rub you the wrong way, you may want to stay away from them, or be very mindful of, here this person comes, and I am not going to let them get under my skin. You're going to have to, breathe deep and control your reactions. You may not, you may not react to them wisely in the past, but you have a chance to sort of control yourself in terms of how you react to them. Of course, if they do get on your nerves, well, I just don't know what may happen. But we're going to say, try not to let anything take you to, extremes of anger, or, saying the wrong things, because sometimes when you say things, words cannot be taken back, okay? There's going to be a full moon on the 9th, which highlights your friendship sector. Yes, full moon, they bring light to things. So you get a chance to really analyze a few of the people that you've been hanging with, and, you may come to a conclusion that maybe a person or two, you may not want to share friendships with them anymore, or you may want to give them some emotional space. So that full moon on the 9th is going to allow you to see who is in your inner circle, and whether or not you want to continue to be with them, or maybe you may want to put more people in your life and meet new people, or join a group of some sort of organization that you find that you have more things of interest in common with. So the full moon on 9th is going to really affect your friendships one way or the other. On the 25th, there is going to be a new moon solar eclipse affecting your work situations. New moon, new direction, new activities, new way of getting things. But it's going to be a solar eclipse, which is even more powerful. Solar eclipses, any eclipse, is a trigger for action. So I have to ask you, have you been thinking about getting a new job? Has that been on your mind? Or have you been thinking about maybe pursuing a promotion? Have you been thinking about trying to get more money, more hours on that job, and you haven't been able to get the courage up to do it? Or maybe you're just waiting for the right moment. So the new moon after the 25th is going to kind of push you forward into getting something that you really need. But the interesting thing is that Venus and the sun are also going to be in your work sector. Once that new moon arrives, it's going to join Venus, the planet of financial attraction and charmingness and social, activity, and the sun, which brings growth. It brings, goodwill. So that's going to be very interesting. You can have some very positive things happening around your career, your work situation this month. And also, there is a chance that if there's a coworker that you've been, not seeing eye to eye with, that y'all may actually start talking better to each other, or you may have the opportunity of better understanding them. So sometimes it's not about, being friends with people, but if you understand them, you are able to work around them or just totally ignore them, okay? Which is something that you may have to do. This is going to be a phenomenal financial month for you. And why is that? It's because Jupiter, the planet of abundance, enters your career sector on the 28th, and those big plans that you've been having for your career can start to go into motion. It can start to go on. You can start making those plans. It's like, well, yeah, I need to go back to school and take this class so I can get this certification, or I need to align myself with this person or get information or advice from these people over here so I can, find out what steps to take to better myself for the future regarding your career. So that is going to be happening on the 28th, which is going to be absolutely wonderful. There's going to be a lot of energy about work and career and gaining money and getting what you want. Okay, this is going to be a great month for you. So, now what about love? So, love and tenderness. And loving and tender conversations will keep the flow of romance alive between you and a special someone. You have to make sure that you take time out to spend quality time with the person that you are, that's in your heart, that you have a little thing with. And, expect a lot of communications, a lot of phone calls, a lot of tenderness coming your way. And it's going to be happening after the 10th of this month. So this should be a really good month for having a greater synergy with romance with the person you love, and also being aggressive about going to get that money in your career, expanding your career options. Yes. Okay, Gemini. So that was your astrological reading. Now this is your tarot reading. So this is your Astro Tarot report. Okay. So now the tarot part of your reading. Here we go. So let's see what the first deck of cards, the message is for you. The first message is giving and receiving. Giving and receiving. Well, that kind of goes with a lot of things. So this can definitely go about love. It can go with friendships also. In terms of because there's going to be a lot of information or energy regarding your friendships. Are you, receiving what you give to people? Sometimes, you can be the giver and you're around a lot of takers. So giving and receiving, an equal flow of energy between you and the people that you're around is very important this month. Okay. It's not always about giving. It's not always about taking. It's about giving and receiving. Okay. The second message for you this month is the world. Beautiful card. The world means is that everything is at your fingertips. Whatever you want, you can assess. It can happen for you. Yes, the world is at your fingertips. And I'm going to say it has to do with the planet Jupiter. Jupiter right now is moving towards the top of your chart, bringing all this beautiful energy into your life regarding your career, accessing your career, upping your reputation, having people look at you in a more positive light. Wow. It's going to open other things in your life, which is going to be really, really good for you this month. And the third deck of tarot cards, the third message is the Four of Cups. Well, this is a happy card. These are people sitting around celebrating. Expect some sort of celebrations coming your way. So what does that mean? Maybe a party. Maybe you go ahead and you invite people out. Maybe there's going to be a birthday party, maybe some, a wedding, or maybe a baby shower, or maybe you just get together with your friends. Maybe you're going to bond with your family and have some sort of dinner, invite them over, Sunday dinner. Remember Sunday dinners? Wow. So that might be a good thing for you. So this month is a great month. This is a great month for getting with your friends, family, and enjoying yourself. Telling each other showing people how you love them, how they affect your life in positive ways. Also, reminding that anything that you want, you can have right now. Everything is at your fingertips. Move forward. Yes. And make sure that you surround yourself with people who are givers, not just takers, because giving and receiving is very important to you in your life in terms of balancing things and keeping the energy around you and your relationships, your partnerships, your work relationships positive. Okay? So that was your Astro Tarot reading for the month of October. And if you would like for me to take a personal look at your cards and your planets, you can contact me at kimallen.com. That is kimallen.com. And let me take a look and see what is going on for you personally. So I'd like for you to have a wonderful October, and thank you.